space shuttle flight. There it is.
This is Ty Atkinson from WAMT 1060. Want the latest info on the spaceflight program? Tune in to KSC Up to the Minute twice a day. We'll go over the latest info on just what will be making news at the Kennedy Space Center. From the latest on current launch info to mission highlights and interviews, I'll set the record straight. So tune in at 7:15 a.m. and 3:45 p.m. weekdays. Florida Business. This is KSC Up to the Minute. I'm Ty Atkinson. Welcome. This is the first of what I hope will become a long line of weekday reports on what's happening at KSC and the spaceflight program. KSC Up to the Minute will now run weekdays at 7:15 a.m. and 3:45 p.m. here exclusively at AM 1060 WAMT. Because it doesn't matter at what time spaceflight news occurs or Kennedy news occurs, I'll have it covered. So let's begin with a current status of America's orbiter fleet and the launch schedule. Let's begin with a launch recap of STS-73, which took off from the Kennedy Space Center just about 14 days ago now, roughly. It's scheduled to fly a 16-day mission.
Primary control of all the vehicle's critical functions. 20. T-minus 15 seconds. 12. 10. 9. 8. 7. We have a go for main engine start. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And liftoff. Liftoff of the Space Shuttle Columbia, catapulting scientific knowledge through microgravity research. 4 in a row, Houston.
And there goes the sixth space shuttle flight of 1995. It's the 18th flight for Columbia, the 72nd mission of the space shuttle program. The flight crew for the STS 16-day flight is Commander Kenneth D. Bowersox, pilot Kent Rominger, fellow Commander Catherine Thornton, Mission Specialist number 1, Katie Catherine Coleman, Captain in the United States Air Force, Mission Specialist number 2, Mike Lopez Alegria, and the two payload specialists, Fred W. Leslie and Albert Al Sacco Jr. The crew has been divided into blue team, consisting of Coleman, Lopez Alegria, and Leslie, and a red team, comprising of the commander, the pilot, Thornton, and Sacco. Each team has been working 12-hour shifts, allowing for around-the-clock experiment time for the crystal growth, the zeolite crystals in particular, and the drop fluids experiment that's been running on board Columbia in the Space Lab module. Turning back to the launch morning of STS-73, these words came down. I thought it bears repeating for the Launch Control Center at Kennedy Space Center.
Booster officer confirms cutoff of the main engines right on time.
And came this, 730 nautical miles east of Kennedy.
Columbia, Houston, we see a nominal MECO. Ohms 1 not required. You have a go for the photo DTO.
A nominal MECO. Ohms 1 not required. Go for the ET photo DTO. And that was a great ride, Houston. Please pass our thanks to the launch team. They worked awfully hard over the last few weeks.
We'll pass that along. Congratulations to y'all for getting there.
And another pass of congratulations from STS-73 as Space Shuttle Columbia made a successful launch to orbit 11 days ago. Landing is set for the 72nd flight of the mission program for this Sunday at 6:48 a.m. On that note, let's real quick jump to the upcoming Titan 4 launch. Titan 4 is set for launch November 4th, Saturday night. 10:33 p.m. Eastern is the opening of that launch window. The window will last for 2 hours, ending at 12:33 a.m. the following morning. It'll be a DoD flight carrying the Millstar on board this Titan 4. Again, November 4th at 10:33 p.m. is your new T0 time for the Titan 4. And landing of Space Shuttle Columbia on STS-73 is going to be set and is still set for this Sunday morning at 6:48 a.m. So, moving with that, let's go ahead and include the rest of the shuttle manifest and what we're looking at on the horizon. November is going to be a very busy month for the Space Shuttle program, along with the landing of Columbia this Sunday morning. November 11th is the launch T0 for Atlantis on the second Russian Mir docking mission. Launch time set for 7:56 thereabouts, 7:57. The launch time will be tweaked just a little bit. Once we get closer to about the T-minus 20 minute point, you'll see an exact time given. And that's going to do it for episode number 1 of KSC Up to the Minute. We'll see you back again at 3:45 p.m. right here on WAMT-AM 1060. This is Ty Atkinson. Good day.
Sports Talk, Thursday nights with John from 1060 WAMT.